Hello guys and welcome to WoW-UP, your weekly slice of information from me, Hybrid Panda, regarding some stuff to do with World of Warcraft. Now, this week we have the Firelands 4.2 patch dropping, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware. The patch comes on Wednesday for people in EU, and it will have come yesterday, assuming that I put this out on Wednesday, for everyone in the US. So, as I have personally not had the patch yet, I'm not quite sure what I can say about it. Now, one thing that I did notice on the PTR is when I went with a pre-made shaman who had not done any quests in Cataclysm at all, that I could not take the Firelands quests in Hyjal. So really, if you have not done the Hyjal quest line all the way through, or at least halfway through, once you get through the section, I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, until you've done those quests, you will not be able to unlock the Firelands and be able to go in, do all the dailies, etc. like that. So, I do urge you to go and do the Hyjal questline if you're one of those people who dungeoned through the first level, or someone who did Vashir for the first level, or someone who, just didn't do the Hyjal quests. That will hurt your enjoyment of this patch when you log on and go and try and do it. So I suggest that you do that, and leave a nice thank you if you are someone who might have been affected by that. The entire of my guild is really looking forward to the Firelands. New content in WoW is always an incredibly exciting thing to happen, and always people, really interested in getting stuck in there. I've had a message from another guild in the realm saying, I hope you're game for the server first race, and although I know that my guild is not a server first guild, that is not their motivation is not to be first in the server, I think we've got a very good bunch of raiders, and I think we should be able to challenge, or at least come in at some point. We'll see. They were talking about the server first Ragnaros, which is, gonna be a while off, I would imagine. Ragnaros Heroic as well, I would imagine, because normal modes, who really gives a fuck? No one gives a fuck. All of the old content is being heavily nerfed, normal modes at least. So if you've never killed, Chimaron and Alakir and all that, you might see pugs actually successfully taking on this stuff. I'm aware that on some servers pugs do all this stuff, they're doing heroic modes, but I've never seen it on any of the servers that I've been on. So that's just my 2 cents on that situation. Class changes, as Mages Ring of Frost now is a 1.5 second cast. Also, Howling Blast for DKs is also a 1.5 second cast, which means that we can do something about it. No more, getting trapped in an instant Ring of Frost. You can actually interrupt it now. I think this is a really, really nice change. This is one of those things that was completely, fucking stuff over. So that's a really nice change. Well done, Blizzard. Also, there are a ton of other changes. Honestly, I don't play all of the other classes. I do have characters of those classes, but I don't play them, so these changes, I can't look at them and go, okay, that does that. But, I have seen there are changes. Rogue changes, I have seen. This should help people in my situation who get owned by rogues a little bit. Their damage has been increased, which sucks, but, it's okay, but some of their abilities have received larger cooldowns and also share cooldowns with other abilities. So, we'll see how rogues are after this patch. Obviously, it's going to take a bit of getting used to for everyone to get used to the new changes and the new raids and all of this stuff. But really, I just can't wait to get on and get cracking with this and get doing my dailies. There's some damn nice rewards for those dailies. It really starts with going to Mount Hyjal and just starting the quests off. You need these special new tokens that they've added in. What are they? Gift of the World tree or something? Don't quote me on that, but you'll know what I'm talking about soon after you log in. And you're going to be doing these dailies, collecting these tokens if you really want to harvest the rewards that are available to you from this new faction. And these awesome, what item level are they? They're 379? Maybe, I don't know. I think so, and that's pretty sick. So there has not been that much PvP going this week for me. I've done, a few arenas, a few battlegrounds. I got my shield. Yes! Got my shield! Finally. But apart from that, there's really not too much else that's happened. I did a few battlegrounds. I got around 500, 600 honourable kills. Nothing great, but next patch, you know, really, I'm going to be buckling down and doing battlegrounds all the time. So hopefully, if you're in the Misery Battle group on the EU servers, then I will see you in a battleground. Give me a /wave if you don't want to die. Because I strongly believe that I will be killing stuff as of tomorrow. Okay, for comments of the week. Well, there's been a lot of crazy comments on that last video. We've seen a lot of rhymes and poems, and it's crazy. You know, you guys are really quite productive when you want to be. Okay, but let's go for a rather more normal comment. Now, by Fenzo451, Panda Power! Exclamation mark. I can get behind that, dude. Hell yeah. Let's see if there's some questions here. Panda, do you like turtles? Not so much. A lot of people asking about the rocket boots. Now, I will have a screenshot on the screen right now. These are the item that I'm talking about. Rocket Boots Extreme Light. Or there's another item called Rocket Boots Extreme. These are an item from TBC. They are not an enchantment or an enhancement. They are an actual set of boots with this as the use control, as the use function. So you can actually equip these and your normal engineering rocket boost on your belt, and you can chain the two of them so you can have a 5-second rocket boost, and then you can have the 2-second super mega fast boots. So these boots, they make you go a lot faster than you can go from anything else in the game, and it only lasts for 2 seconds. Please listen to what I'm saying with this. The materials are quite nasty for them, but if you can find someone to craft them, I would definitely get them crafted. The amount of situations that I can find that you can take advantage of if you have these boots equipped are absolutely mind-boggling. So, yeah. So I'm going to leave you with a bit of animal footage now, while I end this video, and I hope that you enjoyed. Please do leave a rating in the form of a thumb up or a thumb down, depending on what you feel. I know a lot of my viewers don't, use this rating system, and think about it as voting. It's a really good way to let me know what you think of the show. If you don't like it, and you've dropped a dislike, please back that up by leaving some comment telling me what you don't like, what you would like to see in the next episode, and also, have a nice week, guys. Panda out, enjoy the Firelands, and I'll catch you next week with hopefully some amazing battleground stats. Panda out.